there, Theresa here from theresamonro.com, and I want to talk about more being and less doing. This has a lot to do with, oh man, in general, it's collectively, but one of the examples that they're giving is around those of you that are resonating with go, 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 instead of sitting and being. Sometimes sitting and being is the action that you need to be taking. That's the doing that actually allows the being. So some people are thinking, and they're finding right now, especially that are exploring like in the self-care realm, and they're like, well, I'm doing all the things. I'm going to yoga, I'm eating the better food, and I'm not an advocate for stating there is something, when little hairs bugging you? Some of these things bug you like little hairs. But anyway, some of you were like, well, I'm going and I'm doing the things, and some of you are doing too many things. And you're really noticing this. When you get in that wound up state, you're really ungrounded, and some of you are in the head state, and that's when meditation is really far more needed, and healing sessions are far more needed to get you to settle the nervous system, particularly those of you that are a little bit more okay. So what they're showing me is those of you that are sensitive to what's happening in the collective. Some of you are like, go, 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 go. It like kicks up the dust and it makes you more active, because sometimes that energy does that for people. I've seen it happen with animals sometimes, like the energy just shifts. Normally, like, this is off topic, normally, but they're having me share it anyway. Normally, like, the rays of light make animals really calm, but there's sometimes an energy that wants to interfere with that and will like make the dogs bark or things like that. So it's sort of like the dogs are wanting to find this inner calm, but there's these sort of distractions like a hare. So some of you, they just want to make the statement, less doing, more being. So like yoga is actually a way of being. It's not so much, that was a strong message that came across the past couple of days. I don't personally perform yoga. It's not for me, but it does work for some people. Some people love it and it's great for them. So yeah, it's yoga is truly a way of being, but some people are treating it like a way of doing. So some of you could use more of the beingness, like be the love. Don't just talk about the love, be the love. That's why in certain places on the planet that I'm finding myself more in resonance with, and maybe you can relate, is places that embody that, and they don't necessarily have to use the vocabulary that other places in the world that don't embody it, that do use that vocabulary a lot. Not that everybody uses a vocabulary doesn't embody it, but there's been a bit of a disconnect between those that are speaking about certain stuff and embodying it, and some of them are saying it's far more important to embody it than to talk about it. So some people are sharing, they say this sentence a lot, Christ will and Jesus will say, it's one thing to be able to use Christ consciousness in a sentence. It's quite another to be somebody who embodies it and knows how to run that ray of light through their body. Completely different. They're completely different situations there. So they're saying be the light, be the love, be, more being, and some of that is really stillness, and ironically you end up having a far larger impact on the people around you, to include like centering yourself sometimes can be what centers everyone around you. And this is Archangel Metatron's coming in and speaking about this largely right now, where he's stating it's super important for people to learn how to center. And because if one person centers, it can have an impact on the group. If you have a group of people centered, it impacts the rest of the group, and it happens far more quickly. So now I feel like we can take a deep breath. Some of you, it's about taking a deep breath. So it's interesting. There's ways of being that include a little bit of action that make it easier for certain people, but that's something that's been coming up, so I thought I would come on here and share that with you. I wish you a really, really wonderful week, and yeah, enjoy this full moon. There's a lot of things coming up. Watch the uncomfortableness, by the way, because that's showing you where things are needing to be shifted. That's the beautiful thing about full moons. Now that's off topic, but full moons, new moons, however, it shows you where your discomfort is, because you're like, oh, okay, I'm going to shift that. And this one's really important because it's changing the energy of, all right, what am I going to do differently? And a large part of it is doing less and being more. Yeah? Lots of love.